If you want to learn how to make a man go crazy for you, then you will want to do these 4 things because they work. The reason they work is because it's based on male psychology, on what men want, what men respond really well to, and me and other women I've worked with have used these very successfully in our relationships. So you will want to pay attention and watch this video until the end so you also learn the secrets to make a man go crazy for you. Now, if you're texting a man and you're running out of ideas, you don't know what to text him, or you don't know how to text him in your feminine energy to make him chase you, then you will want to check out my 9 feminine texts to go from ordinary to magnetic with men using texting. Okay, so no more excuses on being a bad texter. Go grab that guide in the link in my description. All right, so let's get into it. The first thing is kindness. Unexpected, no strings attached kindness. And I think genuine kindness is a little bit of a lost art because there's so much advice, conflicting advice on the internet about, well, don't give a man girlfriend treatment unless he's deserved it and unless he's earned it. So now we have women holding back, right? Doing very little and expecting the man doing everything. There's that because they're afraid of getting taken advantage of. And then there are women who are just naturally very kind, very giving, and then men take advantage of that. Okay, some men will want more and more of you, expect more and more of you because you are kind. And you want to also sniff those men out and learn to put firm boundaries in place and say no to people if that is you, right? So you do want to pay attention. I think being kind in and of itself is a great thing, and people love it. Men love it, right? Men like just their eyes light up when you do something for them and you don't expect anything back. Okay, they really love a woman who is kind. You just want to make sure you're not going too far one way or the other where you're holding back too much because you don't want to be taken advantage of and therefore not doing any kind deed ever. And then the other one is just being too kind and then allowing people to take advantage of you, which means like doing the kind thing because it is expected of you, because you don't want to disappoint someone. That is a very different thing to you just being kind because you want to be kind, no strings attached. Number 2 is positive sexuality. In general, I give this advice, and a lot of people do too, that you don't want to have sex with a man too soon, as in on the first date. Generally, that is a bad idea because you're getting to know him. You don't know each other very well yet. And if you just jump into bed with him like that, in most cases, a lot of cases, he will think you do that with everybody, with all the men. And that's not a good look, okay? Like from his perspective. However, this creates a lot of like, well, I don't know when I should have sex with him, or should I do it? Or, I don't want to be too easy. And a lot of this anxious thinking and overthinking and worrying about this for women that I see isn't helpful either. You do have to just put the rules down, put what is expected of you down, okay? Because if you keep having those things in your mind, you're just never going to really show up like yourself. You're never going to really relax, let your hair down, and just enjoy yourself, enjoy the connection, enjoy the day, and naturally see where it will go. It can get a little bit too paralyzing in that way, and then it becomes detrimental to the whole experience, right? Although I agree with the don't have sex with him too soon rule, at the same time, if you stay connected with yourself and to how you feel at any given moment with a man and to the connection, to the true connection between you and him, then you will know when it is the right time. Okay? You just need to stay connected here, and when you feel like you want to, then go with it. You just don't want to force yourself to do it too early, nor do you want to do it because you think it is expected of you. And if you start thinking, oh, I better have sex with him or else I'm going to lose him, any kind of like scarcity thinking like that coming in, those are all bad reasons to have sex with a man. And if that's the case, then I wouldn't go there at all. I would clean that up first. All right. But generally, good men want a woman to want to have sex. They want a woman who's more comfortable with that and more go with the flow, just kind of wanting to enjoy herself. Make sure you put yourself in environments that make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, and that you just give yourself permission to go there if you want to, right? Because that's what men want. Men want to see a woman enjoy herself and not be like uptight and in her head about all the things that could go wrong, right? So sometimes you just have to put that down and just say, look, I don't care what he thinks. I'm just going to do this because I want to do it. I'm enjoying myself. And that attitude is very, very magnetic to men. Number 3 is accepting a man for who he is. This one can be a little bit tricky for some of you ladies, right? I've coached a lot of women on this, and there are some confusion that can happen, okay? So if you're dating a man and it's early days and you're noticing things that bother you about him, okay, let's say he checks a lot of your boxes, he's great in a lot of ways, but then there's just a few things that nag at you, this and that kind of annoy you. You don't really know how to take it, but you also know that no one's perfect, so should you give him more of a chance? Totally legitimate concern. A lot of times when it's early days, it means you don't like him as much as you would want to like him. So maybe he looks good on paper, but then there are these qualities that bother you. You may need to spend more time with him to see if they are really an issue. Another time, it really just means you're not compatible. You just don't like him as much as you should like him at this stage, especially early on. Now, if you have been dating a man for a while and mostly things are really good, he's a great boyfriend, he's really good to you, treats you well, but then there's just one thing that nags at you, then you also want to investigate that and just check to see that that is not fear, like a fear of commitment, fear of intimacy coming through within you. Because if a man was everything that you want, then you would have to go all in, right? You would have to commit forever and really put everything on the line. What the brain does, because it feels really scary to do that, brain does is it picks on one thing and it just holds onto that one thing, blows it out of proportion in some cases. So you have a reason to put some psychological distance, emotional distance between you and him, so you don't have to go all in. You have to be on top of that to see, well, what is that? Is that just me being afraid of commitment, afraid of intimacy and being vulnerable? Or is this a real incompatibility issue? We're just not compatible, or I don't really like him as much as I should like him. And only you can kind of figure that out. Now, of course, men love a woman, accepts them for them. Someone made this funny comment on Reddit, and he was responding to, what is your idea of a perfect woman? And he said, a woman who's kind, respectful, and mute. And it cracked me up. Because there is a little bit of truth, I think, for a lot of men. They would love a woman to be there for him as long as she doesn't speak, right? Like if she is just there supporting him, because as soon as she talks, it's probably to complain at him about something he's doing or not doing. If you keep like nagging at him, complaining to him about something he is doing, that of course that's painting a clear picture to him that he can't make you happy. And most men will not commit to you, will not want to marry someone that they don't believe they can make happy. I am tackling this from both ends, like what you may be feeling, and also like what he may be feeling. And a lot of this is paying attention to you and what is really going on with you, whether that is fear talking, fear of intimacy, fear of commitment, or it is genuinely you don't like this man as much as you should, and it's more fear of being alone that is keeping you in it. Number 4 is knowing who you are and communicating that clearly. Okay, this is about advocating for yourself clearly and confidently. Men love confident women. Okay, men love a woman who knows who she is, who is confident in herself. She has a vision for her life, and she's able to communicate that confidently to the men. And that's because men take commitment really seriously. If he's looking for a serious partner, life partner, he's going to want to be doing his research. He's going to want to see, well, how would he really fit into your life and with you? How would you really work together as a team? And before he will want to commit and pour all of his time, energy, and resources into you, he wants to believe that there's going to be a positive ROI on the back end if he does commit. So he's really thinking about it strategically in that way. What they will want to see, and what women can do to help him with this, is by being confident and clear about who they are. Women who are wishy-washy, inconsistent, they don't really communicate, they don't communicate clearly to a man, that seems like game playing, and then he can't trust you. We will only invest when it is very clear to us what the information is, what we are going to get. And that is why it's so important that you know who you are. You can really communicate this, articulate it clearly, confidently. Right? Being congruent in your actions. So you're not saying one thing and then doing something else. Like, you're very strong about your belief systems, your values, and you're living in an integrity and showing that to the people around you, to men. Like, that is everything to men who are serious. They will commit to you really quickly if you are clear about this yourself. So the 4 things are kindness, positive sexuality, acceptance for who he is, knowing who you are, and articulating that clearly and confidently. And those 4 things will drive men crazy. The good men crazy for you. They will go all in on you. They will adore you and shower you with love, because you just make it very simple to love you, to want to be with you. If you like this video, please like me. If you'd like to see more content like this, then just subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can also DM me on Instagram if you'd like to connect with me there. So that is all from me this week. I will talk to you next time.